welcome to Geeky Ent. Now, as you can see here, I have 2 out of my 4 friends here, and they are unboxed. Now, I've stated in my previous videos that I'm an inbox collector. However, Neca decided to change my mind on that. So, I've had these quarter scale TMNT figures for quite some time, and they've been staring at me through their little window packaging, and they just needed to breathe. And I can tell you right now that I do not regret that decision, just because of the vast amount of detail on these 4 turtles, the foot soldier, and the upcoming shredder that I did go ahead and place the order on. I know I'm a little bit late to the game on these quarter scales, but I had to show them off just because of the vast amount of detail that Neca puts into these things. Now, I do have the 7-inch figures that were exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con that got re-released through GameStop and now Walmart. But these quarter scale figures stand at around 18 inches, as you can see here with the tape measure. Each of them. I don't have room right now on my stand for Leonardo and Michelangelo, but you will be seeing them very soon. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video here and show you what these figures are. So these figures are more like mini statues. You can see just the crazy amount of detail. Let's just go ahead and start off with Raphael here. So you can see just the amount of detail that Neca puts into these things, just from the skin to the bandana, the way it flows, the articulation points, even the shell. You can see he's got an articulation point within the shell, which is just amazing. One thing that I do like about these guys is that they do have ratchet joints. So when you move it, that means it's going to stay input and make sure that it does not move wherever you stand it. I love the free-flowing bandana. It does have a plastic mold on the head, but you can go ahead and pose your bandana whichever way you like. Each turtle comes with a variety of accessories. So Raphael comes with different hands, which you can go ahead and easily interchange. So I went ahead and displayed mine with his size, but all you have to do is give a nice little tug, and they come with little peg joints, so you can see that you can just go ahead and interchange them, and he comes with, like I mentioned, a different variety of them. You can see here also on the size, it's the same depiction from the movie itself, and I haven't lost a Psy yet. Get it? It's a movie joke. So I don't intend to, but that was just a bad joke, I guess you can say. So what I do like about the hands, they come with different size grips, so you can go ahead and pose them whichever way you like. One particular detail that goes unnoticed is the back of the shell. Raphael's is a little bit more battle worn, so you can see the scratch marks, everything on there shows that Raphael is a total brawler in a way. So love the figure, love the way that it actually stands on the shelf. It'll look great when I do get Shredder in. Let's go ahead and bring back Donatello. So same thing, same articulation points. One thing that Donatello does come with is a TCRI can, as you can see here, and Leonardo also comes with it, and you'll be seeing that soon. But one of the 2 figures comes with a cracked TCRI cans, which is really cool and nice attention to detail. Also, side note, Neca does make a life-size propped TCRI can where it comes with a little bit of fake ooze and a nice little LED light. I don't have that, but maybe in time I will be getting it. They also make a prop replica Casey Jones mask, which is really super cool, but I don't do the masks, unfortunately. So you can see here Donatello's got the same articulation points as Raphael. I got his bow staff hooked up here, so you can go ahead and take a look at that. Articulation points all across the board. No bicep swivel, but he does have a shoulder swivel, an elbow joint, wrist joint. Same thing with the ratchet. One thing that is really good with these heavy figures, now these figures, I have no idea how much they weigh, but they do have a substantial weight to it. So the difference between Raphael's shell and Donatello's shell is that he does not have the battle marks on there, just because he's not so much of a brawler. Like I mentioned, Donatello is the brains behind the whole operation, but the face is just a perfect depiction of how he looked in the movie. So this is Donatello in my quarter scale figure collection. Okay, so now we got the other two brothers here. We got Michelangelo and Leonardo. I have no words to say on how great these things look. When they're all paired up next to each other, they just look phenomenal. The attention to detail, especially on Leonardo's scabbard here, is just amazing. But we'll go ahead and save him for last, and we'll talk about the party dude. So you can see Michelangelo's got the classic Michelangelo face, same articulation points with all the other figures. His shell, exactly how it was in the movie. Now, I didn't really pay attention to the shell in the movie, but there's the shell. So same thing, the one more important key factor is the ratchet joints, which makes your collectible just stand up. Now, one thing that is cool with Michelangelo is that I showed you in my earlier videos this baby turtle accessory set that also was released by Neca. And I went ahead and did a little thing here where it's gonna be open. So I'll show you a nice little rekindling moment here from this set. One thing that's really cool with these figures on the baby turtle accessory set is that these turtles, these baby turtles, are scaled to the quarter scale figure. So these figures here are in scale to the 18-inch figures. So they stand about roughly 3.5, 4 inches, which is in line to the quarter scale figure. Now, one thing that is cool with this set is that it comes with an exclusive hand for Michelangelo. So there was a scene in the movie where Mikey is spinning his nunchuck, and I'm going to go ahead and show that off here. One thing I wanted to get into more detail really quick is the amount of small attention to detail that Neca put into there. So one thing with Neca Collectibles is that I do recommend opening them up, just because they look great in the box, but if you can go ahead and get a nice display case, which is what I'm planning to do, they look 100 times better out breathing, go ahead and showing off all their attention to detail and everything like that. But one thing here is the amount of detail that's in this little pizza box. So you have the grease stains all over and inside the package. So that's just one crazy thing. They got the coupon here. Also, here's a little facts from the movie that was actually 30 minutes or less, and he was late by 2 minutes, and Mikey only paid him $10. So that's just one cool thing. Also, you got some more chips. Mikey comes with a bag of pork rinds, and this box also comes with the 4 additional slices to complete the pizza set. In the scene in the movie, Michelangelo is fighting off some foot soldiers, and he talks about, oh, a fellow chucker, eh? So this pack comes with a special hand piece where you can go ahead and just pop right off, and you go ahead and pop it right back in. If I can pop it right back in, and now he's got the actual finger pose. Let me see if I can go ahead and articulate it a little bit better for you guys. There's that ratchet joint in place. Stand him up a little bit more. I'm just going to go ahead and have him show it off here. So maybe this will be a little bit better. So what you do is it's just a little peg that goes into his finger, and fellow chucker, eh? So that's just one cool piece that shows off one small detail that Neca puts into their figures, and that's just really, really phenomenal that this pack came out, and it's a nice little scene. One thing that I would have liked to see is an alternate head, but these things are stuck on. You can't interchange the heads, but who wants to change them on a statuesque figure that's like this? Alright, last but not least is Leonardo, the leader of the bunch, my favorite turtle. So he's got that stoic expression on his face, same articulation points. I have him just like this right now on my coffee table. Same attention to detail, same ratchet joints. One thing that I really like about this one is, like I mentioned earlier, his scabbards. The amount of detail that Neca put into their collection is just flat out amazing. I can't give him enough props. Randy over there has done a really great job making sure that the highest end detailed collectibles do go out to the market. He's got his long katanas. Like I mentioned too, he also comes with his TCRI can, which is right up here. And also these swords are hard plastic, so they do go into his hands right here. So that's one thing that I do really like about Leonardo on that. Alright, that is the NECA quarter scale TMNT figures. Now I do have the Alright, now that is my quarter scale TMNT NECA figures. I do have the foot soldier on hand, but I am waiting for my shredder to come in, and I'll go ahead and do a video on a foot soldier and a shredder on that. Now NECA has teased that they are going to be releasing a quarter scale Splinter. The only collectible that I do not have in the quarter scale genre is the Raphael in disguise, but I did get my hands on the new 7-inch Casey Jones and Raphael in disguise figures that were exclusive to Walmart, so I will be having a video on that upcoming. Until then, my friends, don't forget to subscribe to Geeky Ent. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and like this video, drop a comment below, and if you guys like to see anything else from us, go ahead and let us know. Until then, my friends, we will see you soon, and don't forget to geek out. Bye-bye.